Well, I think the 40 days has really stretched me in terms of just trusting in God. You know, it's something I think I do a lot, but realize, in fact, I don't do very much. I like to be in control of a lot of things. And this campaign in particular, it felt like we really weren't in control of much. The interest going in was kind of flagging. There weren't a lot of people that responded to our inquiries about, you know, do you plan to join us? Would you like to help? There just really weren't a lot of volunteers or people who answered up, and I thought, oh boy, you know, do we really have the energy to do this kind of by ourselves, and kind of, you know, feeling sorry for myself. You know, it just was too important. The issue of being out there for the children, for the babies, and for their moms was just too important. So we just kind of hoped for the best, and God just really pulled through a lot of amazing things. And it was all Him, because I had zero energy and, frankly, not a lot of, you know, passion going into it. But the right people showed up at the right times, and we covered all of our shifts, and we were blessed to find out about a lot of miracles God worked during this campaign.
In my own way, through these prayers, is that I have seen the power of the prayers. And I just feel everybody is affected by it. I mean, it's not, you know, a wish or anything. You know it because of the prayer, because it is Jesus.
You know, I've had some wonderful things happen in my life where God's presence is so clearly seen.
Actually, we have an effect not just on Planned Parenthood, but on the neighborhood, on the people that pass by there.
I would say that the people walking by, the majority of the people that walk by, if you wave at them or say good morning, you get a positive reaction. I think the way the majority of people are support what we're doing.
To give people this knowledge is amazing. And like the Bible says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. So.
And actually, it's gone real well. There are people that have, lots of more people that have taken material and looked at it, and even patrons of not only people on the street, but the patrons of Planned Parenthood.
You know, our prayer is that we will have love for those people that are in that clinic doing that evil work, that their hearts will be changed, and that too is a large part of what we do when we're there praying for them, as well as for, you know, the unborn babies.
You get one person to change, you know, like the Bible says, you know, when one person comes to Christ, all the angels in heaven rejoice. All the 40 days of life should rejoice.
Personally, I had found myself in 1974, I found myself pregnant, and I felt like a lot of those women that are trying to decide whether or not to choose life or to have abortions, they feel alone, pretty sinful and scared. Well, I chose to have an abortion, and I've regretted that ever since. I feel I'm not the same person I was when all that happened. God's healed me, helped me heal, and become more of a servant to others. So when I'm standing outside of Planned Parenthood, it isn't because I'm judging anyone. I can't. I was one of them. I made my choice, and I pray that maybe just one woman would stop and feel the love she has growing in her, and hopefully and prayerfully we all hope that she gives her baby a chance of life.
But I think the thing that has been the most richest thing that's ever happened to me, and the most gratifying thing, was when I first experienced a mother or someone or a grandmother or someone coming up to me and saying, "Thank you for saving my grandson," or "Thank you for saving my son," "Thank you for saving my daughter." And I just feel as though the heavens open up and God's grace just comes down. It just makes my stomach weak and my legs buckle. It always has. And to see that happening with other people now, and see the joy in their hearts, because you'll never be the same when we witness that and experience that, God using us in a special way to save a life. It's everyone's prayers, the people praying in the churches and the people praying no matter where they are, the people that we've enlisted as prayer partners and asked people to pray for us. All those prayers, we're all involved in that. And people need to understand that That's everyone. God has blessed all of us and answered all of our prayers when a life is saved, when we're able to take part in that. And because we've committed ourselves and gone out there, and God uses us. If we weren't there, He couldn't use us in that way. That's a very wonderful thing to happen to anybody, and it's just so thrilling to see that happen in these campaigns.
The van pulled up right at the curb. The lady rolled down the window and said, "Would you like to see a picture of the baby you saved?" And we said, "Oh, yes, absolutely." And she was driving with her mother, and they both pulled out their cell phones, showed us the picture of little Angelisa, and said, "I was pregnant a year ago, and you were praying here. And when I approached to go in, your people directed me to go to CareNet, and I did that. And there I saw an ultrasound of my baby, and they helped me to choose to keep my baby." And she said, I was young and poor, and I had 3 boys already, and I just didn't feel capable of having another baby. But this turned out to be a little girl, and I can't believe I came so close to aborting my little girl, and I'm so thankful to have her. And she said, "I'm on my way to CareNet to tell them thank you also."
Yes, we were there, and this woman drove in to the parking lot, and then she got out, and she said, "I want you to see something." So she opened the back door, and here sat this little girl, darling little girl, and probably the grandmother was sitting by her, and she said, "Because of you," she said, "she's here today." And then she patted her tummy, and she said, "And then there's another one on the way." That's the one I remember. So maybe we saved 2, I guess you could say.
A woman was actually coming out of Planned Parenthood. She got into her car, and she backed up so that she was even with us, rolled down her window, and we approached her, not sure if she was happy or mad with us. But she said, "I just wanted to tell you that a year ago I came here for an abortion appointment, and I saw the sign. I had been praying to God to see if I should be having this abortion. And I saw your sign with the little black baby boy and the Stop Abortion Now sign, and I felt like that was God talking to me. And then somehow somebody got some information into my hand, and I didn't go in for the appointment that day, and now I have this little baby boy who's almost a year old." And then she showed us his picture and offered that we could have it to share with others. And so we were rejoicing that day too.
They're just trying to handle a problem, so it's pretty finite, but all around them it's like there's a chorus of angels. And so it's really a privilege to be able to be part of that and kind of realize there's a lot more to this life than just handling our little problems.
It's kind of nice to see young people take interest.
It's such a blessing to pray with other people, and especially to see the young people coming on board. It just gives me so much hope for the future.
You'll be surprised how many young people really is concerned about what abortion is doing.
What's the 40 Days for Life campaign done for you in your own spiritual walk?
I'm doing it for them, but it's even bigger what it's doing to me.
And I think one of the biggest blessings, we just got blessings from each other, just from working together on the cause. It's nice to be. Actually, it's a great place to meet other Christians who are devout and believe, like we do. It's just a great opportunity to meet like-minded people.
I don't know. Maybe we're not supposed to see everything. We don't always get our rewards that we think we're looking for. But there are rewards there.
Well, the reward I'm looking for, Jeanette, is for the day when I'm standing with my Creator and He says, "Well done, my good and faithful servant."
And there you go. It's doing God's work, yeah.